Okay, good morning. Happy New Year. How are you guys? Good, okay, let's do it. So today we've got heavy and slightly less heavy weights, a band and discs, or a slippery surface, soft towel, whatever you can muster. So let's take our feet hip width, right in center part of your mat. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach your arms nice and long. And then from here, you're going to take the arms back and you're going to hinge forward halfway down. And then let's repeat that. Come back up. I've got my arms nice and wide. I'm reaching for the ceiling and then folding over. Now, when you fold over, please engage the belly. Should be automatic by now, right? Fold down, keep the arms nice and high when you fold down, so you feel the triceps working. Come back up. And now take the left arm down and just go over with the right and let the hip go right also. So you get a nice side body stretch, but please keep the arm long. You want to engage as much muscle as you can. And then let's do it on the opposite side. So arm sweeps up, goes over, and the hip goes out. Make sure you're keeping your head wherever your neck feels safe. Okay, come back up. Excuse me. Make a fist, thumbs up, take the elbows nice and far back there. Big pinch of those shoulder blades. Proud up the chest, draw in the belly, and come halfway down. And then back up. And do it again. Keep the elbows nice and high. One more. Okay, come up, release the arms, bring your feet together. Take the arms out in front. This is a little bit of a balance challenge because you got your feet together. You're going to sit into a little squat and then come back up. Now you could probably notice that my weight was shifting from foot to foot. Try to get the movement down where you're smooth, weighting into both feet equally. Might take a few repetitions. Keep your arms working. They're reaching out in front and they're nice and long. Do a few more. Now try to shift your weight backwards a little bit more on these last few. So you don't want to be loading into your toes. Okay, release the arms. Turn to face the right side of your room. You're going to take your feet far apart and look down at the toes, and let's make sure we get them in the same line. Hands to heart. I just want you to lunge into the right side, come back up, and take it to the left side. Now, while you go down and up, side to side, try to keep weighting and pushing from the heel. Do you want to try to draw the butt back as much as you can? Just do a few more. You know, when you come up, see if you can separate your feet a little further apart. Not much, but I still want you to feel stable, but I want you to sort of challenge it a bit. You're going to take your hands just above the knees, come down with your torso, and come back up. Pushing your butt back and weighting into the heels. Just do a few more. Now this last one, the hands are going to come down to the mat and you're going to do a full fold. That means you're going into spinal flexion and letting the head go. Now, if you can, keep those legs straight. Walk your hands off the mat so you get a stretch through your lats. So get a little tug of war going between pulling the hips back and walking the hands out. Okay, One hand at a time back up to your waist. Come all the way back upright. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach for the ceiling. So your arms are long. Now you're going to hip hinge and take the weight into the heels with your arms fully extending out, and then come back up. It's a little work for your core. Be mindful to keep drawing in the stomach. We're going to do one more. Nice. Now let the arms relax. You're going to bring your feet together. We're going to pick up the heaviest weights we have, 2 of them. We're going to start with some squats. Then we're going to add in deadlifts and a reverse lunge. So, good posture is super important. Give me a nice little squat and come back up. Now, if you feel weight going into the pads of your feet, shift your butt backwards. You want to be weighting into your heels. With pretty much every exercise that we do, except for calf raises. Now, once you begin to warm up here a little bit, you might be able to go a little further without rounding your back. Nice. Okay, take it a little deeper. We're going to do 3 more. Just get used to dropping that booty. Okay, right into deadlifts. So the weights are out in front. When you come up, I want you to open your palms to face forward. And then when you go down, have them face backwards. Now we're keeping the legs nice and straight. Work the full range here. So hopefully you're taking the weights all the way down to the feet. Keep going. When you crowd out the chest at the top of this move, you want to be feeling those shoulder blades pinched together. One more. Nice. Now step your left foot forward, your right foot back. Get nice and high on the toes. Come down with the knee and back up. So I've got my shoulders over my hips, and I'm just going down and up. Keep your posture, keep your shoulders lifted. So you got muscle working. Couple more. Nice. Step your back foot in and switch. Keep going. Get high on the toes. Down and up. So we're trying not to lean forward. When you're pushing up, you're pressing up through the heel of the front foot, right? It's working a lot of the front part of the leg, the quad. Couple more, and then we're going to give our hands a little break. Okay, step in, put those weights down. Woo. Get hold of one of your discs. It's such a great way to overload muscle without weights. You're going to move that mat towards the back of your room so you have some space. Put the disc down under the right foot, since we just worked that right butt. Now we're going to work the left butt. So no weights. Put your hands anywhere you like. Glide it back, leg is straight. And then you tap the knee, lift it straight, slide it in. So slide back, tap your knee, slide forward. So without having a forward lean, it's really not that hard, but we're just getting the movement pattern down. Then we're going to add in a forward lean. So you're going to notice a lot more work going into that left butt. Okay, so slide back, lean forward. Here we go. Time to get to work. Hold on this lean. 3, 2, you should be feeling it right here. Now you're going to sink that knee, straighten that leg, lean more forward. 3, 2, 1, slide up. Whew, that's hard. Okay, here we go, round 2. Slide back, lean forward, take the arms out. Tap your knee, straighten that leg, lean more forward. 3, 2, 1, hands to heart, slide up. Nice job. We're going to add on. Slide back, lean forward, arms out, rotate left. Come back. Tap the knee. Get off that knee, lean more forward. Go left, come back, hands to heart, slide up. Whew. One more add-on. Slide back, lean forward, arms out, rotate left, center, rotate right, center, lean more forward. Tap your knee, come up, lean more forward, hands in, come back up. Okay. Whew. I think we got that glute. Let's work on the next one. Switch your disc. So, left leg, slide it back. Come back up. We're just warming up. So I'm not really leaning forward. Feeling more work coming into this part of the leg. Nice. Keep the transition nice and smooth. Okay. Slide back. Tap the knee. Come back up. Do it again. So the leg goes back straight, then you bend the knee, you straighten it, and you slide in. Okay, we're going to start leaning forward. Take it back. Give me a forward lean. Tap the knee. Lean more forward. Come back up. A lot harder on this butt cheek, right? Big forward lean. Knee comes down. Keep the lean. Come back up. 2 more like this. 1 more. Okay, this time when we go back, we're going to extend the arms out. You're going to give me a bigger lean. Here we go. Bend the knee. Slide up. Now, if you need to bring your hands in to come up, that's okay. Should feel really intense over that glute. Okay, we're going to add on that rotation starting out to the right. Rotate. Come back up. Little pause there, maybe count 3 counts. Take it back. Tap the knee. rotate, 3, 2, 1, slide back up. Do it again. Big forward lean, guys, arms come out, lower the knee, lean in, go right, come up. Couple more, then we're gonna go both ways. One more. Okay, whew. We're going both directions. Ready? Slide back, arms out, bend that knee, lean forward, go right, go left, come back, slide up. 3 more, that's it, 3, we got this. Go right, go left, come on. Keep it going. Working on the last one. Make it fabulous. Tap, lean, rotate, both ways, come up. Ooh, that was so fun, wasn't it? Okay. Get your mat back. We're going down, we're gonna do some arm work. So we're gonna start with using the heaviest weights that you have, and then have one level down handy. Okay? Find yourself on your butt. You're gonna bend the legs. You have 1 12 count chest press. You choose the angle that you want, just to switch it up. I'm gonna lower the elbows. Then when I bring my hands up, I'm gonna turn my palms to face and have the weights touch. Then I'm gonna open the palms to the front, lower the elbows. Turn my palms to face, let the weights connect. Just do 12 like that. Remember to squeeze that chest every time the arms are long. Okay, I've done my 12. I'm gonna put these down. I'm gonna pick up my slightly lighter ones. They're still pretty challenging for me, so find the same. Come on back down. You're gonna connect the weights at the top. You're gonna pelvic tilt so your lower back is on the floor. Make sure your neck is long and your ribs are low. Your belly is low. Take the arms back for a lat pull and then come forward. Do 12. Nice and slow on the way back. You gotta fight gravity here. Keep those ribs down as best you can. And if this is super easy for you already, you're not feeling any challenge, switch your weights. Make sure your arms are not bending at the elbow. This is a lat exercise. Once you've done 12, put those weights down. Gonna give our hands a little bit of a break. We're gonna find our band, the toughest one you have, put it around the ankles. We're back to working the booty and the outside hips. So here we go, open wide, close slowly. You have 12. Switch up the angle of the feet, make it interesting. Make sure you give yourself a little pause to say, could I get these feet any further apart before you start your close? Take your feet a little more forward. Why not? Feel a difference. Working on my last two. Okay, hold it out. Give me a little pulse. In an inch, out an inch. Hold it out. And bring it in. Good job. Take it off. Pick up your heavy weights. We're back to chest press with 12 of them, but we're going to switch up the angle. So I'm starting out with an upside down V. Arms coming 45 degrees out from the body. 12 of them. Make that upside down V every time at the top. And squeeze that chest. Be mindful of the muscles you're working. Help them activate. Okay, put those down. We're going to give our upper body a little break while we do the Sean exercise. Only because this is like physical therapy and it's good for all of us. So, you know the drill, right? You got a little bend in the leg. Feet start out hip width. Turn your toes and knees in to touch. Take away some more of that bend if you can. The less bend, the harder it is to lift your butt. It's really that simple. Fingertips on the floor, proud out your chest. Get flat on the shoulder blades. Super important. Now draw the belly down. Push your heels into the floor. And notice the change in the effort that these legs have to do. Now squeeze your knees while you push the heels down. Two things at the same time. Now, push down, pull the heels towards your butt isometrically. Squeeze your knees, so you're doing three things at the same time. You're pushing down, you're pulling, you're squeezing, and now you're gonna lift. So you got four things going on at the same time. 3, 2, and let it go. Relax the arms to the floor. Take them all the way back behind you with your palms up. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Bring the arms back. Fingertips only. Get flat on the shoulder blades. Bring your feet in to touch your knees. Pull your heels towards the floor. Try to do a little pelvic tilt here. I know there's a lot to work on here, but the more you can bring at one time, the better you get out of it, the more you get out of it. So push down, pull, squeeze, lift. Now, while you're holding the lift, you got to really do all 4 things. 3, 2, and let it go. Take the arms all the way back. This time the palms are going to face each other. Point your toes. Come back to your starting point with your hands. Flatten the shoulder blades. Crowd the chest. Toes and knees to touch. Push the heels down. Just that little effort makes a huge difference. Pull the heels towards you without moving them. Squeeze your knees. Get all those 3 things going on at the same time. Lift your butt. Now you get all 4 things going on at the same time. Squeeze harder. 3, 2, and let it go. Take your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Turn your palms to face backwards. Lower the arms backwards. Bring the arms forward. Roll up Pilates style, sinking the belly down. You're going to dive between the legs for a nice stretch for not only the back of the legs, but your lower back. So you're in flexion, you're just chilling. It's not about forcing a position. It's just about hanging out and feeling good. Knowing you're doing something so good for you is a perfect way to start your year. So kudos to you guys for waking up, being here, getting it done. Okay, sit yourself back up. We're going to kick our feet out to the side, and we are going to start push-ups. I know they're your favorite exercise, as they are mine. I'm kidding. Here we go. We got 12 push-ups to do. Make them fabulous. Okay, so from your 12 push-ups, find yourself in a high plank, and then take it to a down dog. Nice job. Hold this down dog. Pushing your heels towards the floor. Just breathe. Okay, come back to your high plank. We're going to go from high plank all the way down to the mat till your chest is on the floor. Nice and slow, without dropping your face. Once your chest is down, come into a baby cobra. Just a little stretch here before we start the low plank series. So enjoy the nice little reprieve. Okay, so we're going to start out. It's very easy to transition from here to an 8-point plank. Before you do anything with your hips or your toes, I want you to slide your body back a little bit. So you've got the elbows in front of your shoulders. It's going to make the 8-point plank more challenging. Palms are on the floor, fingers are spread. Now from here, tuck your toes under. From here, you're going to keep your knees on the floor, but you're going to lift your hips up in slow motion. Pull in the belly. Your hips are up. Come off your knees. Isometrically pull your elbows towards your toes. Lower your knees slowly. Hold here. Keep trying to draw the belly in. You've got your feet hip width apart. You have your knees hip width. Your elbows are in front of the shoulders. And now you're going to lower the hips back to the floor. Little reprieve here. Keep your toes tucked under. We're going to come back again. So slow motion, hips up, belly in, come off your knees. So you're pushing the heels backwards. Lower your knees slowly and lower your hips slowly. One more time. Up with your hips, off with the knees, in with the belly, down with the knees, walk your forearms back. Little reprieve, nice job. You're gonna get onto the tops of your feet so you can actually sit on your heels and enjoy this child's pose for 6 breaths. Okay, come up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. We're going to switch up the child's pose. You're going to walk your hands forward. Have a lot of space between the hands, wider than the shoulders. And now shift your hips back over the heels. And think about lowering the chest towards the floor, but not the forearms. Different stretch. Okay, come on back onto all fours. We're going to do cat-cows. We are not done. We're going to get back up on our feet after we've done these cat-cows and do a little shoulder work. Okay, so your toes are tucked under. You come off your knees to a small dog. Walk your feet to your hands. I want you to roll up one vertebrae at a time. So your back is rounding. Nice. There you are. Okay. Pick up your shoulder press. We're going to do one arm at a time. So you can concentrate on your form. So really important to have good posture. Make sure your weight is heavy. This hand can be out to the side. You press up and down. Try not to use momentum, right? You just want to use muscle. So up slow, down slow. Not necessarily slow, that's not a good cue. Up smooth as you can make the effort is what you want to be doing. Try not to over squeeze your weight. And that shoulder's done for me. Switch when you're done. If you're not tired in that shoulder, keep going on that shoulder. Maybe you could find a heavier weight. Okay. I'm gonna keep going a few more reps, but I've had to switch weights, which is okay. Okay. Now we have rowing, and then we stretch, and then we say goodbye. So rowing, very important to keep your spine long, your chest proud, and the elbows coming close to the side of your body. So pick up 2 of your weights that you use for rows, maybe the heaviest ones you have. Come with a forward hip hinge and start your rowing. And again, try not to drop those weights down too quickly. You want to challenge gravity. Squeeze those shoulder blades. You got to make each one of these special. Your legs are straight. You're weighting into the back of the feet. Okay, challenge it. This is your last exercise. Try to squeeze in as many as you can. Okay, that's it for me. Put them down. Whew. Okay, we get to stretch. Woohoo! It's also a very important part of your workout. A lot of people I know, when I used to work in a gym, they would leave. As soon as I'd say, okay, it's time to stretch, they'd all leave. You kind of owe this to yourself. So let's take the right foot inside the left leg. Your left leg's extended out. You're just going to walk it out, rounding your back, pushing the right knee towards the floor. So push it down. Okay, walk it back up. Now I'm going to have you do a little spinal rotation. Take your left hand behind you. Take your right hand to the outside of your left leg and rotate. See if you can turn your head and look over your left shoulder. But you're not rounding the back. Super important. Come back. Switch legs. Left foot inside the right. Walk it down as you try to lower your left knee closer to the floor. Okay, walk it back up. Right hand behind your hip. Left hand to the outside of that leg. Start your turn. Take your gaze. Look over that right shoulder. Your spine is nice and long. Okay, turn and look forward. You're going to take your feet far apart, sitting up nice and tall. Your feet are flexed. Now turn your toes to aim towards the back of your room. It's going to open up these inner thighs a little bit. See if you can walk forward with your spine long. See how far you get. Keep rotating your feet to the back of the room. Now, lower the elbows to the floor, round your back and let your head go. Draw the belly in. Try to inch the hands out a little further. Elbows stay down. And lift off the elbows, crowd your chest, walk your hands back. Bring your legs in. Feet are hip width apart. You're going to take a towel, wrap it around the bottom of your feet, hold the towel. Your spine is long. Your feet are still hip width apart. Please don't let them get any closer. Now, holding and grabbing the towel, lean forward without rounding your back. So your elbows are going to descend towards the floor. And once you've gone as far as you can with your spine long, we're going to round our back, relax the head, elbows to the floor. Hold on this spot and breathe. Elbows up. Release the towel. Cross your right foot. Don't move the left leg, but just pick up your right leg. Cross the ankles. Find your towel again. Wrap it around the bottom of those feet. Hinge forward with your back and spine long. So right now you should feel a stretch on the side of the right leg, hopefully. Now round your back, lower your elbows, let your head relax. Should be a little more intense. Come off the elbows, release the towel, lift the right leg back down to the floor. Your feet are still hip width. Cross your left one over the right. Wrap the feet. Lean forward. Elbows go towards the floor. Just hold on this spot. I haven't rounded my back yet. This is kind of easing into this stretch because it can be quite intense for some people. Keep drawing your belly in. Now round your back, elbows to the floor. Let your head go. Just breathe. Come off the elbows. Let go of the towel. Bring that foot back. We're going to draw the left foot in. Turn your foot on a small little angle facing out to the left a tiny bit. Do the same with your right. Turn it out a little bit. Take your hands behind you. Get off your butt. You can keep your hands back there to help support you, but I want you to hold this low squat. Now, if you can, left hand comes forward to the mat, right hand comes forward to the mat. You're still in that low squat. If you can, you bring your hands to heart, using your elbows to open up the legs a little more. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come out of it the same way we got into it. So just take the hands behind you and then sit your butt down. Bring your feet out in front. Use your hands to get up and meet me on your toes. Nice and high on the pads of the feet. Keep lifting the heels and don't let them splay out to the side. So sometimes you got to sort of peek down at them and see what they're doing. Because sometimes we think our body is doing something, but it's actually doing something else. It's weird that way. Okay, so now we're going to all meet in a full forward fold. So you're going to come on to the heels. Let your upper body just release completely. So no weight in the arms, just hang that torso, let it dangle. Same with the head. Now we're going to round up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Proud out your chest, hands to heart, big deep breath, and I thank you so much for your power and strength. Happy New Year. Woohoo! We did it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to the office.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Val.
Bye, Val.